Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp 1701, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at another Marvel legend. Now, I thought we had completed our look at the X-Men Blue Team from the 1990s in the Jim Lee era, but when Hasbro reissues the Rogue figure with brighter colors and an alternate head, I just have to take a look at it, and that's what we're going to be doing tonight. This is the Target exclusive Uncanny X-Men retro carded Rogue figure, and I am so happy that I was able to grab one of these up. This thing is going like mad and wildfire. That could be because this is the first Jim Lee inspired Rogue figure that we've had for about 5 years, I think. And that one is going on eBay for like $100 or $120. So I think this one is going to be replacing that one for a lot of people, or a lot of people are going to get it for the first time in this form. So taking a look at it, you can see that it is on a retro card, which we've seen before when we did the Storm figure and the Iceman figure, and I like those. They're not like boxes, they're just basically a flat piece of cardboard with a clamshell and you have the figure there. So taking a look at this particular one, you can see Marvel Comics up here at the top. You have Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, and Storm's heads, warnings. You have the Uncanny X-Men 4+. Nice picture of Rogue there. You have power absorption written in 5 different languages. You have Marvel's Rogue here. You can see Rogue there. And you have Hasbro on the bottom corner here. Now, flipping this thing over to the back, you can see the card is broken up into 2 sections. You have a nice drawing of Rogue right there. And if you scroll down, you can see a read up of her. So if you would like to take a look at that, pause it to your heart's content and you could take a read, but we must be moving on. The other side of the package has the Uncanny X-Men. It has a product shot of Rogue, Marvel's Rogue, and a lot of credits for the box, barcode, and another Hasbro down there on the left. That is it for the package. No one wants to see this gal in the package. I know I don't. So let's get her out and see what she can do. And here we have Rogue out of the package. And out of the package, she stands at approximately 6.5 inches tall, and she comes with a pair of alternate hands. But before we take a look at those, I'd like to take a closer look at Rogue herself. And coming in real close on Rogue, what I really want to do is, as we take a look at this new Rogue, I also want to take a look at the old Rogue, so we can compare and contrast both at the same time. So, taking a quick look at the head sculpts, you can see the new Rogue has a huge head of hair, and that was one of her big features in the comic books and in the cartoons. She just had this huge mop of hair, and it was all white on top, and it came down with to the brown on the sides, and she had her green headband there. Now, on the original Rogue that we got, you can see it's more of a natural type hairstyle with a little bit of whitewash in the front, and a nice flowing effect for the hair on the sides, and it didn't really go to extremes. And she had, you could see her metallic green headband there. So going back to the new Rogue, getting real close in on her face, you can see she has a very, very nice face. Nice green eyes, nice strong eyebrows, nose, nice red lips. I really love the way they did her face. She has a little bit of makeup on her cheeks. You can see there a little bit of rosiness there. And as we go to the other one, you can see her eyes kind of weird looking, but they're still metallic green. Nice strong features with the eyebrows, and again, nice rosy cheeks, nice nose, and bright red lips. So those two were similar. I think the new Rogue has a better lip structure than this Rogue, but that's just my opinion. Alright, coming down, you can see she has a nice brown leather coat sculpted in, or molded in there. It is a single piece. It can move up and down. The new Rogues is a lighter brown and darker brown for the original. They both still have the red X's on the sleeves, on the sides, so that is neat. The suit the suit is virtually the same on both characters. The only difference is the color. The new Rogue has a very bright yellow, whereas the original Rogue had a kind of a golden yellow. And obviously the greens we've already discussed. The new Rogue has a regular green, and the original Rogue has like a metallic green, so that was pretty neat. The belts, all again the same. The lighter brown for the new Rogue, darker brown and darker red for the original. So going down to the boots, they still both have those two separate pieces for the top of the boots that move up and down, and that little green strip that also moves up and down. So that is pretty much it for what these gals look like in comparison with each other. And I think they both are very good figures, and I think they both have a place in your collection. The original obviously was more towards the comic books, whereas this new one seems more like the cartoon. Alright, moving on. And for our articulation, starting at the head, because her hair is very thick and full, this is actually the first time we've seen the back of her, so let's take a quick look there. Her head doesn't really articulate that much, so you can turn slightly right and left, you can see there. It can't go really up or down, but that's pretty much all you're going to get because of the huge head of hair there. The little bandanas does move a little bit, but it's really just for looks, so don't be messing with it or it might break it off. So coming down, like I said, this is a sculpted one-piece jacket. The arms are molded to look like the jacket, so you know it can't come off or anything. So you're always going to have that jackety look. There are the X's. The shoulders can come up and down, and they can go all the way around. So that's good movement there. It has a elbow bend right here, just a single one. So that's plenty. She does not have a bicep swivel. She does have a forearm rotation, so that's something. And her arm, or her hand, can go around 360 degrees, and it can bend up and down. Now, if you do take off this hand, which we will do in a minute, you have to watch out for this cuff because it will pop off. So, I'll go ahead and show that. Come off. And then the cuff will come off like that. So be careful when you do that. You don't want to lose your cuff, and that would just be annoying. All right, we'll get this back on and continue on. All right, coming down to the midsection, she does have an ab crunch. It goes up and down, and it can go around 360 degrees if you were so inclined and think that she does not have a spine that would break. That is basically her rotation for her waist as well. She has nothing down here. As obviously you can see that the belt is one piece, and it does flip around, so it can go really anywhere you want to. So coming down to the legs can come up really high. Marvel Legends do not have a problem bringing their legs up. However, they do have a problem bringing it back because their butts get in the way. Ooh, don't want to touch that. Their butts get in the way there. So let's see, as you can see. All right, good. Her legs can go out to the side, so that is pretty neat. And she does have a thigh swivel all the way around 360 degrees if you were so inclined. And make sure, again, these are those two pieces I talked about earlier. This one, they move down, so you want to keep the cuff of the boot all the way up to the top, and then this little piece can go down right below the knee hinge, so because you can get your double knee bend there. So that is pretty nice, like that. And then that will bring us down to the boot cut, which is not existent on her, but she does have a foot rotation, and that will bring you all the way around like a good rotation and rocker should. Okay, it doesn't really go up or down, so don't try to force that or you might break a foot. Anyway, that is her articulation. Alright, moving on. And for accessories, she just has a set of alternate hands. One of her hands, her right hand, is a gloveless hand, and you can see she is actually trying to get her fingers out and she wants to touch somebody, and the other hand is basically a fisted gloved hand on the left hand where she's holding her missing glove. So that's just an interesting little pair of alternate hands that they can come with. So yeah, I think that's pretty neat because, you know, Rogue always wants to touch people, but don't let her because she'll suck your energy and drain your powers and memory and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Okay, moving on. And for comparison, here Rogue is with some of her X-Men Blue buddies. Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, of course, and the Beast. Alright, moving on. And for a final comparison, here she is with some other X-females. Storm, Psylocke, Jean Grey, and Jubilee. Moving on. And this has been the Marvel Legends retro-carded Rogue from the Uncanny X-Men line. And I'm very happy I decided to go ahead and try to find this figure. I wasn't really sure I wanted to pick it up because I had the original and I thought that was good enough, but when I actually started seeing her and I found her, I looked at it, I was like, nah, I've got to have this figure because there is enough differences between this figure and the original to warrant having both of them in your collection. And like I said earlier, the original seems a lot more comic booky and this one seems a lot more cartoony, but they both, I think, have a great place in your collection. So this figure is great. She looks beautiful. I love that head sculpt. It's kind of hard to get to stand. As you can see, I got it on a little stand now because she doesn't want to stand on her own, but you know, you can get over that. And now I'm actually looking at that Gambit, so oh man, Hasbro, you're killing me. You're killing me. Alright guys, well, that's the review. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, keep playing.